Hello, in this video I would like to talk about the main types of Forex robots. Consider what risk each type of robots has, what broker requirements are needed for each type of robots. In general, according to the classification of MQL5 market, 10 types of the robots can be counted. This is martingale, arbitrage, scalping, trendly, neural network, grid strategy, hedging, news, trade from levels, multi-currency. But to be honest, it would be narrow down the data of the type of risk. For expert advisors that use a fixed stop loss and expert advisor with averaging and martingale. Here we are in detail about these two types and will consider them in fact. They will be included all the main types of robots. Fixed stop loss expert advisor. Fixed stop loss expert advisor are expert advisors that have limited risk. The lower the risk, the less profitable the expert advisor in fact will be. Probably the rule is the more risk, more profit will be the same for all advisors and type of trading in principle. That is, be ready right away if you are looking for consistently profitable advisor with a minimum risk per trade, then just throw this idea off your head. It doesn't happen. I repeatedly, it doesn't happen.
No, God!
At least I have seen this, and I've been in this business more than 8 years. Yes, and think for yourself, if such an advisor exists, then why need do anything at all? Just put such an advisor on the account and get the money and life fairy tale life. How expert advisor really work with an acceptable fixed risk per trade? Such advisor earn at the distance, but they can have unprofitable days, weeks, and even months, and possibly more than one. That is true. You will earn with such an advisor for periods, then receive it losses, then earn again. The difficult is to withstand periods of draining and losing trades and continue trading, waiting for the moment when the advisor starts earning again. Nothing else. We can hope for profitability during the period, then we receive a loss basis on previous backtest. Since we have seen in history that, for example, there were 3 unprofitable months in a year, the rest are in profit, which means that at least 3 months will probably be unprofitable in the future. Also, you still need to analyze the trading of the robots in detail. Perhaps on some pairs it merges, on other it went black. Try optimize test in general. This requires hard work and brain from the trader. Broker requirements. Pay attention to what the developer say about requirement broker for the advisor that you bought. For example, for scalpers, the spread size will be very important. For such expert advisor, choose an ECN broker and narrow spread, or rough spread, how we say. Let's sum up. The risk is limited. If you receive a loss, it will not be catastrophic for your deposit, given that the advisor in the transaction risk 1 or 2% of the deposit. Profit is not stable for the fixed stop loss expert advisor. There are unprofitable weeks, months, or maybe quarters. Expert advisor with averaging and martingale. Let's start with the fact that the internet there is a misunderstanding of this type of advisor. Namely, people are so afraid them because they can drain the deposit. Can they drain the deposit? Yes, they can. Can they earn? Yes, they can. Is it risky? Yes, it's risky. But you just need to remember the simple moment. More risk, more profit. Here is it all depends on your luck. Someone can trade with a similar advisor for the year and double the deposit at the end, get out of this business and do something else. Someone can get into the unsuccessful market cycle and lose their account after a few months. Regarding the account merge, do they really don't have a risk limited at all? EAs with averaging may have a risk limiter, but let's say it can be in the amount of 30% of the account. Agree then, you have a losses minus 30%, you may decide to wait for a more and not stop at 30%. And yes, maybe you're lucky and the price will be turned around by 32% and you will be close in plus, which often happens, but perhaps not. You may not be lucky in this time and you will lose the entire account because you yourself cancel the stop loss at the level 30%. Why are the martingale expert advisors still popular despite the risk? These expert advisors are popular because these experts bring in the majority of the profit for the many traders I know. Also, in practice, the signals in the MQL5 market with this expert advisor have been and remain the most successful, despite the fact that there were cases and more than once they merged the account. Nevertheless, this is a true reality and people use that really works and makes a profit, albeit with risk. Expert advisors with averaging are successful because the Forex market itself is cyclical and most of the time the price of the currency is a certain corridor and doesn't leave it. Therefore, by the nature, such expert advisors are better suitable to the Forex market. Requirements for a broker. Expert advisors with a martingale and averaging usually don't have requirements for a broker. Choose a broker, no commission and preferably no swap. An important point, robots with martingale often have drawdowns, so it is very important to select a starting lot, such that in case of position averaging you have enough deposit in case of drawdown. So it's better to open a cent account if you have a small capital, say $100 or $5,000 or $500. Also connect the return of the spread to such robots, thus you will have a double profit from trading and from the rebate. In the description of the video I will indicate how to return 55% of the spread from the broker. Key takeaway. Do not look for a grail robot. Not look holy grail. Based on my experience, only behind the risk there can be profit. Only for those who are willing to take risk, other horizons will open. There is no perfect robot. If you want to use robot in Forex trading, try both options. Try robots with fixed stop loss and try robots with averaging grid system. The main thing is not to use all your capital in trading in trust in one robot. Don't do this, especially if you haven't checked it. Where you can find proven robots? On my site softimutrade.com you can find different type of robots, both with fixed stop loss and grid expert advisor with averaging and martingale. For those who want to get acquainted with my development trading robots and utilities, follow the link in the description. Thanks for watching. There was true words from my personal experience. If you want to express your opinion, write me in the comments. I wish you a successful trading. See you in the next video.